Hello and welcome to GTA 3 The Playthrough, episode number 15, and today we're going to be busy doing an Asuka mission, just one for this episode by the way, because I want to shorten these down as much as possible and this is the best way to do it. So, the mission we're going to be doing today is called Espresso to Go. Now when we start playing it, I'll start explaining why it's supposed to be challenging. Now, if you remember the last Asuka mission we did, that gave us a little bit of grief. Me especially, because I was the one playing it. And what I did, or at least what I tried to do, is cut out all the failures and basically explain how it works, because I really don't want to spend too long in episodes failing missions. I really don't want to do that. So instead, what I'm going to do is, if I do end up failing the final mission a couple of times, I'll skip ahead. I'll do lots of skips to make sure that we miss out the bits that drag us down, essentially. So that's really good. And as you can see there, I was buying my weapons, because last time I died and then I didn't have any weapons to back myself up with. So yeah, it's always important to keep yourself stocked up. Now we do have enough for the final mission, and we will have enough, don't you worry. We need $500,000 for that, but luckily we do have 700,000, so that's good. And we still have the payphone missions to do on the third island. Now, I may do things slightly out of order, because I can't remember whether I did this first or the payphone missions first, so if the amount is different in that episode, that's why. Anyway, here we go with Espresso to Go.
Miguel certainly has some of that famous Latin stamina. I'm quite exhausted. We underestimated Catalina's plans for Spank. It reaches far beyond the yardies selling it on the street corners. The cartel have a front company, the Kappa Coffee House. They've been selling Spank through the street stalls. We have no choice but to put these drug stands out of operation. Smash them to splinters.
So this mission is challenging for a number of different reasons. Cruise Liberty's district to find Espresso to Go stalls. After you trash the first one, you'll have 8 minutes before the cartel warn everybody else. So, we have to go around and find these places. Now, there are a total of 5, I believe, on this island, and 2 on the first one, so therefore there's 2 on the third one. And that turns out to be correct, as far as I know. So, there's 2 there. Now it gives you the location of the first one already, so that you're not, going around looking for them. Now I would recommend heading to the first island first, because that's the one where there's gonna be one in Mafia territory, and as we know, that's very dangerous, so I'd rather get that one out of the way first of all, and then we can move on to the rest. The rest are in theory fine. Now a number of things can happen in this to annoy you. The first thing that can happen is that the enemy behind the stall has a shotgun, and I believe the one in Mafia territory does, and another one does somewhere else. Now, that's dangerous as it is, but remember, we have to trash the stalls, and the way to do that is either you get out of the car and throw a grenade. Right, the Mafia still hate us, so that's bad news. They're not turned off for this mission, by the way. They are in full force. So, this guy's a shotgun. The best thing to do would be to ram the stall with the car. Now that obviously does damage to the car, as so, but that should blow him up. There we go, 1 of 9, and now the timer started. So, we've got that one out of the way. You can ram into the stalls, but you must be going at a certain speed, and it's hard to describe exactly what that speed is. So that does damage to your car, ramming into the stalls. So you may need to change cars quite a bit in this, but we're going to go around and reveal all the locations. and then destroy them one by one. So there's one down here as well. And then that'll be it for the first island. There we go, there it is. So, just ram into it, and it should be done. So, there are still espresso stalls in Shoreside Vale and Staunton Island. We will do those as we go across. We will move from island to island, destroying all of these. Now we must be as quick as we can, because of course, we are on a time limit, and we are on 6 minutes and basically 45 seconds, so make sure you're quick about it. In the next episode, by the way, I am going to be doing the payphone missions for the third island, and that's just me letting you know in advance in case you get confused, because now that we've reached basically the ending of the game, there's one more Asuka mission, and I may give that its own episode, just the same as I did with this one, and then we're going to go on to the finale. Now, originally I said there were payphone missions that were hidden. Now what I've been trying to do a few times is go back and see if they're unlocked, 3 of 9. Yeah, it's to go back and see if the ones were unlocked. Now, if at any point I get to those will go in their own episode. Because, you know, they're very short and simple, you know, none of them are really that difficult. So, it should go smoothly if we get that done. But if that doesn't happen, something weird has happened, because they are supposed to pop up at some point. It may be because we are already in the later stages of the game when I realised, you know, those things exist. Anyway. 4 of 9. You just keep going and doing this over and over. So, we've destroyed 2 of the 5 that are on this island. There's another one up ahead, and then one beyond that. So there's one by the church, and also one sort of near Donald Love's place. There we go, 5 of 9. Anyway, right, oh, 6 of 9. Run away. And yeah, you may need to change cars quite a bit, because it does damage to the car itself, so that's why, you know, ramming into them and whatnot. So there should be one more on this island, and then we can move on to the third. Now, one of them is by the airport and the other one is in Pike Creek near the hospital. So those are the locations right there that we need to go on the third island. Right. Make sure you hit this one. There you go, 7 of 9. So, done all the ones on the first island, all the ones on the second island, and now we're going on the third. And I said this mission might be challenging for a reason, because, you know, random rubbish can happen. Random bullshit is a key thing you have to watch out for in the GTA series, especially in the early games. So, watch out. Now, I was gonna think about doing Vice City as a playthrough, but I actually got stuck on that. Oh, a bus. But I actually got stuck on that game at one point and just gave up playing. Alright? So, yeah. It's weird, you know, I sometimes get stuck on games that I can pass, you know, otherwise. I think San Andreas is one of the harder ones in the whole trilogy, you know. This game, Vice City and San Andreas are the trilogy I'm talking about, so, you know, there's obviously more games, but on the PS4 right now there's only those 3 games, and I would like to pick up others to play for you. You know, there's Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories, and I would actually like to see Chinatown Wars ported over. I actually like that. I played that on the DS, by the way. I didn't have it on the PSP, Chinatown Wars, but I did enjoy it. Anyway, 8 of 9, one more to go. Oh, the cartel are here, bloody hell. That came out of nowhere, but yeah. So Vice City, this game, and San Andreas are the only ones available on the PS4 right now. And I wish there were more, and I wish 4 was also ported over, you know. Because it seems like 4 is sort of a fan favourite, and yet it's not on here. It's not as if it's too big for a download. It wouldn't even be that expensive though. I don't think so. And you know, maybe they're doing some sort of silly remaster, and then the price is going to get bumped up. And you know, I just want the game to play for you. You know, because I did enjoy 4 as well, very much so. Right, this one. This might have taken me a few run-ups. Right. 9 of 9, we've done it. Mission complete. $4,000, not 4,000, $40,000. So there we go. That's espresso to go, all done.